how do you think the messaging is going to play out between the two, and how do they focus more on the issues?
Well, Joe Biden is going to sit there and cherry pick numbers. I mean, you could cherry pick numbers all you want. You could sit there and say there's a 4% unemployment rate, which technically there is. Now, most jobs have gone to non-citizens, which is what Donald Trump should respond with. He could sit there and cherry pick answers here and there, wherever he wants to sit there and give the best number. The mistake conservatives and the mistake Republicans are making is by overstating Joe Biden's mental decline. Everyone can see it. But when you say, not you, but when people say, he's got such bad dementia, he can't stand, he can't do this, he can't do that. And it's like the State of the Union address, and he's able to hold an hour or an hour and a half or however, and hold himself, whether he's shot up with Ritalin or not. The expectations are so low that he could easily exceed them. If you go back to the 2008 vice presidential debate, expectations for Sarah Palin were rock bottom. They thought she was going to faint or throw up or, be unable to pull off two sentences. And she did a fairly decent job against then vice presidential candidate Joe Biden. And she was considered the overall winner of the debate. She didn't have a stellar debate performance, but it was good considering expectations were so low. By setting expectations for Biden so low, as long as he can hold it together for an hour or an hour and a half, he's going to be considered, oh, look, it's fine. All the conversation is completely overstated. Now, if Joe Biden has a moment like John Fetterman did in the Pennsylvania debate, where he can't answer a question, I remember from Fetterman after that causes a lot more pause. And a lot of people sit there and say, do I want to do this? Do I want to support him? He's really, really, really not doing well. Not all people, but there will be some independents who will sit there and say, this is giving me great concern. So that's really where that's at. Chances that they're going to talk about policy, 20% after 30 minutes when everyone's watching and bashing Trump. 30 minutes in, we'll get a question on Israel. We'll be like, okay, great.